So I saw these guys online. This is the Fantastic Four. This is the Walgreens exclusive from Hasbro. It's in the 6-inch scale, and I just love these guys. They're really great sculpts, and they have the newest costumes that they wear in the comic books. I thought this was a really great collection, so I got them all. I was disappointed because although they have the entire Fantastic Four, what they don't have is they don't have Franklin and they don't have Val, which are the children. So to me that was kind of an oversight. That wasn't part of the collection. So what do? We're going to customize. So the first thing I thought I would do, and we'll just move this over a little bit here, and we'll use Sue for scale. She's in the 6-inch. You can see she's about the same height as all the other Fantastic Four. Is that you could just simply, this is the 6-inch scale, you could just simply get characters from a 5-inch scale. So they have those, so you can see there's something from the 5-inch scale if you put them next to Sue. If you had that as a teenager, that might work, right? But the trick is, though, that when you get them in like a form-fitting costume like everybody else has, then they just look like a shrunken version of the adult heroes. So all the men are muscle-bound and all the women have large breasts. So it doesn't look like teenage versions of the Fantastic Four. So to customize it, what you have to do is you have to find bodies that are more childlike. So the first thing I started with was Val. We wanted to have, this is Magic. You can see that she's a little bit smaller than Sue. This would actually be an ideal character if Val was about 15 or so. But Val and Franklin are a little bit younger than that, because I could have just like carved this down and sanded it and given her a repaint. But we can't, and I've already removed some of the horns from her head on one side, and I need to go in and carve it up a little bit better on the inside with an X-Acto. And I have already cut her hair down. It was very, very long, so I just cut it down with a pair of scissors. So I gave her a haircut. But this body isn't quite small enough. So then I moved to this one, and this is Spider-Girl. And you can see she's just a little bit smaller, but she's got slighter of frame, the thinner arms, and the more juvenile body, and I think that would work. But still, I would like her to be like a little bit smaller. So what I've opted to do was use this body for Franklin. Now, of course, the body is not going to be that much different than other bodies, but of course, have to do a little either sculpty clay on the chest to build up the boobs, or to sand them down and make them smaller so that Franklin doesn't have boobs. But otherwise, this will be a great body for Franklin. Just do a repaint and change out to a customized head, and that should work out great for Franklin. So what I found is, in another scale, this is Gamora's body. So you can see just a little bit smaller, but perfect. So you'll have Val, Franklin, and then the rest of the Fantastic Four. Now, I can actually use the head from Magic, and you can see the head is a little bit bigger than the body, but not bad. But that's when somebody is in puberty, their body have to catch up to the rest of their head sometimes. So I don't have a problem with the way that looks. I think that this is going to be, once all is said and done and the resculpt is done, I think you're not going to be able to tell that these characters were not part of the original Fantastic Four. But we'll just see.